Okay, welcome to this month's horoscope reading for October 2020. It's a love reading. So what I'm going to be covering is all signs, your elemental signs, as well as your horoscopes. And everything is time stamped. So the bigger cards, I'll let you look at those now. These are going to be your elemental signs: fire, earth, air, and water. So whatever your horoscope falls under, you're going to want to click on the timestamp for those elements, because when I read your particular horoscope, I'm going to be feeding off of those elemental cards. So that will play as a part of your reading. So for you to best understand your reading, you need to incorporate it all. So click on your timestamp for your corresponding elemental sign first, and then click on your horoscope and it'll take you right to it. And I'm Sekkat, by the way, from Seqkat'sEnlightenmentJoyment.com, and I'm glad and thankful to have you here with me. And if you want a little bit, these readings are made to be quick. I know sometimes when I look at horoscope readings, I just want something really quick and not to be that long. So if you want a little bit in-depth, longer reading, I do the pick a card readings, and I'll put a card up here for you here, and that's based on the love reading as well that I just did on Sunday. So I will put that up there for you if you want to refer to that. And also, if you do need a personal reading, I do offer those, and you will find the links to those in the description box below. Alrighty, so welcome my current subscribers, and if you're new to the channel, welcome, glad to have you here, and I really do appreciate those likes and subscribes, guys. They really help me back. Alright, thank you, and I will see you at your element as well as your sign. Okay, so we're starting with the fire signs. This will cover Leo, well, actually, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Alright, and so for your theme, you are getting the Shaolin Master. Be graceful in movement and actions. I'll show you the card this way, but it is reversed, so we do need to put a little extra attention here. So with the Shaolin Master, when he shows up, we need to take it a little bit easy, and we need to go with the flow and not be trying to force something. So going with the flow is following our heart and following our heart's desires and guidance from our higher self, our angels, your guides, your deity, whatever deity you use, following that higher guidance. When we are trying to force something, that's ego thinking, oh, I gotta have, I need, I must, I want. And ego likes to take us down the disaster lane, things that don't work out. So let's pick up the cards for each of your horoscopes and see what we got. So we're going to start now with Aries. All right, Aries. If you did not check the fire elemental timestamp, you're going to want to check that first, because your horoscopal reading will be based off of that. And then you can come back to your horoscope. Okay, so yeah, just like your horoscope, just like your base card was reading, we talked about ego, not trying to force things and not following the flow, not following your heart, and you're not being who you are. So when you're not being who you are, we are going into that egoic survival mode. This is a love reading, and intuition I'm getting is perhaps fear for you. Fear that if you don't do this or that, that you might lose something with a potential romantic partner or a current romantic partner. So you're grasping and trying to do things to survive, and you're giving up who you are to try to make this work. Do not offer or be a mask. Do not offer a mask to a potential romance partner or be a mask to your current one. You want whomever your partner is to be in love with who you truly are, because if you let them fall in love with a mask, somebody they want, eventually you're going to have to take off your mask, and they're going to go, oh, you're not who I wanted, and leave. And then your heart's tangled up, and then that hurts, and that's painful. You want to find the person that's right for you, and the only way to do that is to be who you are. So you don't want to be forcing. Yep, and you have lessons to learn here, and this is a life lesson that you are learning exactly in this. This is exactly what you're learning. So you're learning to be who you are and trust in being who you are, that you will bring your aligned partner for you. And when you bring in your aligned partner for you, that's the relationship that works. So let's now clarify. See if we can give you more. Yeah, you have already been through some defeat, and you have been through something that did not work in your past, and so that's where that fear and grasping is coming from. But that is coming to an end, and it comes completely to an end when you are being who you are. If you don't let this go and be who you are, what you're going to do is you're going to have a new face in a new place, but the same problem. If you've had a relationship fall apart because you were being a mask, if you get in a new relationship, if you're being a mask again, guess what's going to happen again? It's going to fall apart. You can bring this to an end by learning this lesson to be who you are, and don't force, flow. And flow is all about following your destiny pathline of heart's desires. Source wanted to experience certain things through you. So you have preferences. You have people you align with, and you have people you don't align with. And our ego sometimes just downright likes to be stupid and go with somebody that we're not aligned with because we don't feel worthy to have somebody that we are aligned with. You are worthy to have someone that's perfectly aligned with you. Remember that. Hear that. Wait out for that. Be who you are, and you will attract somebody that's right for you. The whole time you're wearing a mask, you don't have the opportunity to attract somebody that's right for you because you're not being you. You're the only one that's you, and we need you. And there's a romantic partner looking for you, who you really are. And you're being asked to have courage and strength to do this. And the universe is letting you know you do have the support of the universe to do exactly that. Like I say, Source puts these particular desires in you, puts your traits and personalities in the way you are, because it wants to experience things through your unique perspective. So you have to be your unique perspective. And this also represents Leo, in case it gives you a slight message as well. Okay, Aries, that is your reading. Thank you. Okay, so we're moving on now to Leo. And Leo, if you did not already, you want to check on your element timestamp, because your reading will be feeding off that element timestamp. So if you haven't done so, click on your fire element timestamp, then come back to your Leo timestamp. Okay. Okay, yeah, Leo, so we were talking about in your timestamp, survival, the ego trying to force things are not working, and they're telling you now you've got to let that go. That is not going to work for you. It just does not work. And you're also being shown here, you've been sowing seeds of doing that when you're trying to force something that's not working because it's not in congruence with you. Your harvest will not come in because that was a path that was not meant for you. Your ego is trying to take you off your heartline path and is putting you in a survival mode. You're grasping and you're settling for something that's not right for you, and it's not going to work. Ego will always either lead you to something that's going to blow up or just fall apart. And where your heart's desires, what Source wants to experience through you, will always lead you to something that works and that's in alignment for you. And you're also being encouraged to have faith that it will work out. The universe is here to support you to have that right relationship that works perfectly for you. And they're letting you know they're supporting you here. And this also represents Sagittarius, in case that is a message to you. So you really want to see what you're doing either within a current relationship, that you're sowing seeds that are not working, or perhaps you're looking at potential new relationships and you're getting ready to plant seeds that are not going to work because you're trying to force something that's not working. You can't do that. You've got to let go and let it flow. So let's clarify for you now. Okay, all right, let's see if we get anything more and then I'll start reading. Yes, okay. So, yep, you're between a hard place and a rock with a choice you've got to make, and you don't like where you're stuck right now. But the choice you got to make to get you out of what you're in right now, you don't like that either. You don't like the results and the looks of that. But it's always my advice for that one is take that step, because it gets you out of what you don't like. You're going to stay stuck. You've got to let go of this forcing. You got to let go of these seeds that you planted that are not going to work. And they're already telling you that it's not going to work. So you got to let it go. So eventually, if you don't like the initial step and the initial results, it's going to lead you to better steps that are going to come your way, because you got to take these baby steps and start changing your vibration, because you are worthy to have what you want, and you got to start making those steps towards that. It will bring something that you like better. Yes, and you're going through a spiritual breakthrough. By taking these steps is exactly what it's doing. It's going to bring you into a spiritual breakthrough that is going to assist you. And they're sitting here telling me too, it looks like you have experienced some betrayal in your past, and it has caused you a great deal of grief. So you do have some work to do and let go of what is betrayal. So I do have this tuned to many of you. So some of you may be on a storyline where you're in a current relationship. It was not meant for you. It's not working. You were trying to force things, and they've ended up betraying you, and you were suffering and grieving. It was not meant to be. So that's for some of you. Some of you are being warned, don't go in that direction toward a relationship that's going to end like this. So be careful. You need to surrender to your higher self, your guides, your guardian angels, whomever your deities are, and follow what's in alignment and right for you. Okay, so Leo, that is your reading. Thank you. We will now move on to Sagittarius. And Sagittarius, if you did not click on the timestamp for your fire element, you will want to do so to get the full depth of your reading. It's very quick. And right after you click on that and watch that, then you can click right back on Sagittarius and meet me right back here. Okay, Sagittarius. All right, so the situation that you're in right now, like I said, you're trying to force things and not move into flow. So you are feeling trapped in a situation because what you tried to force did not work for you because it was not meant for you, and it is making you feel trapped. This also represents Capricorn, so if that's any assistance to you. You are also being asked to step out of the emotional story of the situation that you're in, because ego does like to do that. It's attached. And look at things from a logical perspective. Step out of your human story and look at things from a spiritual perspective and see what you're going through and what you're doing and what you're learning. And are you being warned again? Do not try to force that square peg into a round hole. You've got that with your theme card with the Shaolin Master, and you also got this here too. When you try to force a square peg in a round hole, it does not fit. It is not aligned for you. It does not work. So I don't know if this is a current partnership or you're trying to do this with a new partnership coming up, but you do not want to do this. And so it kind of tells me, I do have this tuned to many of you who's going to tune into your particular story. This kind of tells me it's a current partnership with this card showing up that you are already feeling trapped. So you do not want to do this. Stop trying to convince yourself that something's working when it's not. Do not listen to your ego. You know deep inside. You're going to feel it. Does this feel pure peace, harmony, joy? If you're not feeling that, it is not right for you. Stop listening to ego and its survival tactics. You want to follow the heart. Okay, so let's clarify for you, Sagittarius. Okay, if there's anything more, I'll start reading. There we go. All right, Sagittarius, by forcing something to try to fit where it doesn't fit, you're not going to build your legacy. It is going to end in disaster. It's not going to work, so don't do that. Okay, they got a little bit to say for you. All right, so we got the Six of Fire here too. Yes, it will not lead to victory. Yes, they're really telling you whatever your situation is right now, you feeling trapped in, you have got to stop trying to force something. You have got to just surrender your higher self, surrender to flow. Yes, and you're losing your passion. They are really talking to you. Whatever mess you're in right now, it is a mess. And it is a choice. Your ego is choosing to put you in this mess. You need to sit down and have a talk with your little ego. And assure it is taking you down to demise. You need to heed your intuition. Your intuition is trying to talk to you deep down. Like I said, I told you this earlier. You know, and you need to heed that intuition and listen to it. This also represents Pisces, if that is any assistance to you. And this not a true offer of love. Somebody's either playing you or deceiving you about love. Since this is a love reading, it is not a true offer. So some of you may be in a current relationship. It is not a true offer of love. It's all egoic based. Or some of you might be looking at a potential partner. It is all egoic based. It's not true for you. So you really want to surrender this. Don't let your heart get entangled enmeshed into, because it is going to hurt worse when it doesn't work out, guys, because this is not going to work out. We can see this, the cards are talking about it. It's not doom and gloom. It's to show you what you do. Get back on your path of being who you are and get yourself aligned, and then you can have the relationship that will work for you. Okay, that is your reading, Sagittarius. Thank you. Okay, welcome to those of you who have the Earth sign. Your theme card is a direction card, and choose your path. Now with this one can come to us when we're trying to make a decision and we're trying to choose, and we might be struggling to see exactly what is the right picture for us, what is the right path. And I have this tuned to many of you. I'm getting for some of you, you might have an idea of what that might be, but you're needing some reassurance and some affirmation to make sure that you're on your right path. So this reading will be beneficial for you with your horoscope as you go through this. So this is what you're facing. What is the right path for you? And the main thing for this is to always follow your heart. Source came through here to experience desires it placed in your heart through your unique perspective. So you always want to be heeding and listening to what makes your heart sing, what gives you joy, what makes you smile. That's the direction you always want to be heading into. So if you're in a perplex, should I do this or do that? Ask, which one feels easy? Which one feels good? Which one feels like joy? Versus which one feels like, I need to do it, I'm probably going to do it, I should do it, I better do it. I'm scared if I don't do it because I'll upset someone, there's not enough money, there's not enough time. That's ego survival path. The other one is heart, higher self, thrival path, and that's the direction you want to head for. Okay, so I will now see you at your horoscope. Okay, Taurus, we're going to start with you. If you did not click on your Earth elemental sign, you'll want to do so now because your reading will feed back towards that theme card for you and give you a greater depth of reading. So you can just click on the Earth sign and then come back and click on Taurus. And then we'll meet you here. Okay, so let's see what you got going, Taurus. Okay, Taurus, so you were looking and seeking for a direction, and we're needing to heed that guidance of the higher self, the source, God, however you refer to your deities. And so they are calling you in to meditate and get connected with spirit to make those decisions that are best for you. And because you are definitely being called on a heart's desire journey, definitely being called on that. But you have some things to heal from your past. So you've got some emotions to work with that need some clearing and healing. And you want to clear those out of your vibrations so that you don't make the same mistakes, because your ego loves to stick to and hold on to that which is familiar. So it wants to kind of stay on the same path. Even if it looks like a new path, I call it the old new face, new place, same problem. You don't want to do that. So you definitely want to heal those emotions, and going within and getting that healed first is very important for you. And keep in mind, I have this tuned to many of you. So some of you are not spending time with loved ones or friends. And since this is a love reading, maybe you're not spending time with a romance partner. Maybe you need this time right now to heal and go within. So maybe it's a suggestion to take that space from your partner if things are not working pretty well for you at the moment. Or maybe you're looking at a potential partner, but before you get into like the dating game, so to speak, you're going to want to do these very same things too. You're going to want to surrender, take time, and get your direction. So you're going to have to see how this tunes into your particular reality and what works for you in that regard. Or it could also suggest to help you with the healing. This could be another alternative for some of you, that spending time with loved ones that truly care for you would be beneficial. And to not isolate too far, because we are social creatures and we heal in the love and camaraderie of others. Those who really care for who you are and what is healthy and aligned and good for you, what makes you happy, not what makes them happy. Genuinely happy. higher self happy, not egoic happy. Okay, so let's clarify for you, Taurus. Okay, all right, there we go. All right, Taurus, so what we got here is you might be feeling a little bit of confusion right now, which the same card was indicating to you. You're looking at the direction guardian. What direction do I take? So you're feeling a little bit of confusion. They're confirming that. And again, we want to go back and say, you want to look at your options. What does this option make me feel like? Does it make me feel like I'm in peace, I'm in joy, this feels good? Or does this make me feel confused to go that way? I'm not sure, I'm a little bit scared, I might not have enough resources, time, money, support from others to do this. Or those come from fear. That's fear-based. You do not want to make that type of decision. You want to avoid that. Okay, you want to go for that which makes your heart sing. That's what the direction guardian is all about. And your angels and guides will guide you there. You also have the devil card showing up here, and that is a sensation of feeling trapped. And you might feel trapped in the situation that you're in. So you might feel like you don't even have the right to make a choice. I'm giving that right back to you. You always have the freedom to choose. Do not ever let anybody think you have to take away your freedom of choice. Even if you are physically in a situation where you can't walk out door A or walk out door B and you're physically stuck, you always can make a choice. That choice comes from within. And when you make that choice from within and you commit to it and you tell your higher self and your guides and guardian angels, whatever your deities are, okay, this is what I choose. That's the direction I want to go. Let's make it happen. They will assist you and help you in every way. And you may not have any idea how any of those doors could ever be open for you to step through, but they will make it happen. So just choose. It is always a choice of yours. Don't ever let anybody think you. Because the choices that you have been considering are not of your heartline fate when you think of survival base. When you think, I can't make that choice, I want to, but I'm trapped. Not survival based, that's ego. That's not the way Source wanted to experience things through you. Source came through here to experience the desires and joys and alignments and easy traits that it put through you, because that's what it wants to experience through your unique personality. So you're going against Source, and Source is going to support you to do that which it desired to experience through you. And believe me, there's no person in this world that is bigger than Source that can stop Source from happening. Only you can, through your freedom of choice, through your free will. So if you choose, okay, yeah, I want to go, you want to flip this, I want to go in the direction of my heartline. If you choose that, you can have it. It will bring it to you. So that's all that is a choice. Get off the survival path, go down your thrival path. You got this. You can do it. Okay. Taurus, that is your reading. Thank you. Okay, so we're moving on now to Capricorn. No, we're not. We're moving on now to Virgo. My bad. Okay, Virgo's like, what? I hit this time step. What? Okay, if you did not click on your Earth sign timestamp, you're going to want to do that first, because your reading will be based off of that card and will give you a greater depth in your reading. It's very quick and short, so click on that now and then meet me back here at your Virgo timestamp. And while you do that, I'll get my card. Okay, Virgo. So you're looking at choices to make, and you are busting into spiritual freedom. So you are letting go of that which has been restricting you and paradigms that have been holding you back. Yay for you. Good job. That's exactly what you want to do. And the universe is here to support you. Keep the faith. Hang in there. We got you. We got your back. You can absolutely do this. Also, Virgo, this is a Taurus card and this is a Sagittarius card, if that is relative to you, as I have this tuned to many of you. Good job, Virgo. Proud of you. Yes, yes, yes. You are heeding and following your higher self. High fives. Y'all got this. You're doing great. So yeah, so I told you with your guardian card, I told you some of you have an idea of what you're supposed to be doing. You just need the affirmation and support, like, yeah, you're right on the right path. There you are, Virgo. I knew some of you were there. And anything that you think is going to hold you back and you're not sure how to handle it, You know this is the way to go, but you're not sure. Do not worry. Your guides will come in and knock this out for you. I know it's a Tower card. People get scared to death of the Tower card. It's the ego that gets scared because the ego loves that which is familiar. But you're ready. Based on your cards, you're absolutely ready. Change is coming. It is good change. It is change that is in alignment with you, and you know this. So just reassure your ego, things are getting better for us, and we're going to experience life as better. So your guides will come in and knock anything that is in your way as you are beginning a brand new journey of your heart's desires and passions. Woohoo! I'm so happy for you, Virgo. That is exciting to see, and it will be successful. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, so let's get clarification on your reading. Okay, let's see what you got here. All right, so with your clarification, you got the Four of Wands. You have gone through some failure in your past, but with you, because you're so ready, you've been doing your work. It was a contrast that caused you to get into your spiritual work, and it caused you to see your preference, and you were like, hey, I want this, and you did it. You did it. Good job. So that's what you're going for. Yes, absolutely. And then here you go, the Hermit, your own card showing up, Virgo. So this is kind of like support on you, Virgo. Yes, you've been doing a job. High fives. Good for you. And then it's just a little suggestion with just stay within. You can keep connecting with your guides because the Hermit goes in with hermits. You know, just stay connected. Don't let anybody pull you off. You've been doing your work, you stay on that path, don't let anybody pull you off, and this is also a thumbs up. So it's one way or the other. It's just a thumbs up, Virgo, or for some of you, just don't let anybody pull you off your path. You stay true and steady to your path. And then you've got some Six of Swords, yeah, because that's a sign that there's been some fighting in the past, and it was time to walk away and get it done, and enough of that. And having love for oneself, and staying focused on the fighting with people. So you got to have your love within yourself and get your focus off that fighting, and don't let the negativity of what happened in that situation spill over and stay and hang in that vibration. So that's what that Hermit card's about. You want to just keep that cleared out, because you stay on your heart's path, you'll be in alignment, you'll bring in the people that are aligned with you. So as a love reading, if any of this happened with a romantic partner, do not worry. It does not have to repeat itself. That is, the ego likes to believe whatever happened before is going to definitely happen again. No, it does not have to do that. And you know this. You're ready because all your cards are letting you know you're ready. So you're going in the right direction, Virgo. Keep it up. Good job. Excellent. That is your reading, Virgo. Happy for you. Thank you. Okay, Capricorn. We are ready for you now. Now, if you did not click on your Earth Elemental sign, I recommend you do that really quick. It's really quick. For your Capricorn will be based, your reading will be based off of your element sign. So it will be making your reading a little bit deeper. And they have a lot to say for you too, Capricorn. So go click on that real quick if you haven't already, and meet me back here at Capricorn. Okay, so Capricorn. So yeah, you are looking at what direction to go. So we're seeing some signs here that you have been on a journey that was not right for you, and now you are working on your happily ever after, and you can have it by surrendering to that which feels good. So going into that direction, and there's a train in the background, so yeah, you might hear that. And so you are this is one of your life lessons. You were learning this this is a love reading, so this is a journey with your romance. So this is your happily ever after, and you can definitely have it, and you've been working on that. So you're doing good with that, and they're reminding you are the magician, and you can create your desires, and you can create and manifest anything that you desire. Just stay surrendered to that spiritual guidance, because that's what that direction guardian is all about. And you might need to stay subtle because you're trying to shift over from a journey that did not work. So you might need to stay subtle about any shifts and changes that you're making that are working for you right now. Because as you tell other people that don't believe that they can't have their dreams, so they don't believe you can have your dreams, or they might get jealous, they don't want you to have your dreams. So they might beat down on you. No, you can't do that. Don't do that. Keep subtle about your shifts and changes. as you're still building your positivity and your beliefs that you can have your desires and that which is aligned for you. Because if you don't, and they pull you down like that, they're going to pull you out of being who you are, and we don't want that, because the Earth Queen is all about success. She's got her business together, she's got her family together, she's got a situation, and she's a little out of sorts. She's not being herself when she's reversed like that. So definitely keep those steps and those shifts that you're making quiet to yourself. There's certain people, you know who they are, you know who I'm talking about. I do have this tune to many of you, but there's some of you that have that. You know exactly who I'm talking about. And yes, you were jumping for that which is ideal for you. Yay, good for you. You were like the Virgos. Some of you, I told you with this direction guardian, you kind of know which direction you're supposed to be going. You just need a little affirmation and confirmation, and you're getting it through your reading. So good job, Virgo. I was telling Virgo, good job. Good job, Capricorn. Excellent. I am happy to see for you. So let's clarify for you now, Capricorn. Okay. All right, so for your clarification, you have the Five of Cups. So yeah, they're letting you know, don't miss out on any opportunities that could befall you because of fear of failures in the past. So like I told you, I saw this here. You had been on a journey that was not meant for you and it did not work out. You followed an egoic survival path. You followed what the ego thought was right. And you're now working on your happily ever after. You're changing your direction, so to speak. So they're just reminding you, because you got to keep that faith and you can't let anybody pull you down off of this faith. They're just reminding you to definitely don't look at those past failures and keep your focus. Oh, but I did that before, and this is romance partners, so I've been there. Oh gosh, that romance didn't work. New romance? Oh God, no. I've done that. So don't let that block you. You do not want to let that block you. So know that you can have what will work for you and what will be successful for you. The ego likes to blame forever and ever complex. Don't let it sit. Don't let it trick you like that. The universe, source wants to experience through you the desires it put through you, through your unique perspective, and you can have it. And then we got the 7 and 5 here. Yeah, so you've got to hold your ground. That's going back to this one. Hold your ground. If anybody does find out about your shifts and changes and challenges you, you're going to need to hold your ground and hold your values. That this new path is right for you, and don't let them knock you off your path. Do not do that. And don't let even your thoughts, this one and this one too, don't even let your thoughts come in. Because we got this going on too. Don't even let your thoughts come in, egoic thoughts. Oh, but this happened, that happened. That's the past. So your ego is a little child. Hug it, love it, say, okay, yeah, you're right. That did happen. It sucked. It failed. It was painful as crap. Yes, it did. Validate it. Hug it, love it. But then you got to reassure it that does not mean it's going to happen again. We're on a new path and we can make it happen, and you got the cards fortifying you, and just stay surrendered to your higher self, your guides, your angels, your deities, whatever they are. Stay surrendered to them and they will guide you down that path. Okay, Capricorn, that is your reading. Thank you. Okay, welcome to the air signs. Your card is the Heart Guardian. Love and let yourself be loved. Here's the card here. Yours was in reverse, so it needs to pay a little extra attention. Okay, so for your card, this is for those of you that are struggling to trust and are having a little bit difficult at times. Perhaps you've had some past relationships that didn't work out too well, or just situations that did not work out, makes you a little bit scared to go into a relationship even. And what can happen when we get scared like that or hurt, we can close down our heart, and to get into our power, your true power is love itself. So to get back into your power, you have to open your heart. And so that's like a two-way street then. Not only do you have to open your heart to give love, but also to receive love. And if you've been in a painful situation in the past, that can make it kind of difficult to receive that love. But you are worthy of that love. You really are. So the angels are here to remind you that you are worthy of that. So that's what you're going to want to put some focus on. You are worthy to receive love, and you are worthy to give love, because the very true essence of you is love. We are all ultimately source. A spark of source is within us, and all of us is truly source. We play a game in a pretend world with a little avatar here. And so the deeds that we do, we want to beat ourselves up, or deeds that others have done unto us, it can really cause us to feel a lot of pain. And we have to let go and release all that and reopen our hearts. Okay, so I will see you now at your horoscope. Okay, air signs. So we're going to start with you, Gemini. And Gemini, if you did not click on the air element sign for you for your timestamp, you're going to want to do that first, because your horoscope reading will feed into that. It's very quick. So go click on that element sign timestamp real quick, and then meet me back here at Gemini. Okay, so for Gemini, let's see what you got going on here. Yeah, definitely the heart guardian. I was talking about that heart's been closed, guys. Y'all have hit the absolute ultimate defeat, and I am really sorry. This is a painful card, very painful card. You've been through it, guys, and I've been there. I know exactly how that feels. You have all my condolences and empathies here. Much love and light to you, because you definitely needed it this time. The good news is this has come to an end, and you are ready now for healing, and that is definitely what is being called forth here. It is time to heal that beautiful heart and reopening it. Reopening that heart can bring you that romance. This is a love reading. This is where you've been hit, and this is where you've been hurt, and they are the hardest. Next one to that is the parents. But these are the hardest, so we need to get some healing that and heat our intuition. And when we do that, then we'll be able to sit back and enjoy the fruits of our labor. So your labor and work now are to get some healing and get that heart back open. But then you can enjoy the fruits of your labor that will come in. So let's clarify for you, Gemini. And y'all are the Lovers card of all things. I'm really sorry, guys. It's hard, I know. I've been there. Okay, so I'm going to pull a few more. See what comes. There we go. There we go. All right. All right, so you've got the Seven of Pentacles. So when we get this healing, you were on a path that was not going to work out, and there were some lessons to be learned, and you've learned it. You get this healing done, then your harvest will come in. This is the sowing of your seeds, and you will get that aligned partner, the partner of your dreams, the right one for you. Your harvest will definitely come in, but we've got to get that healing. Three of Cups. During the healing, the best thing you can do is spend some time with loved ones who truly care for you and what's good for you and what's aligned for you. We heal best in the camaraderie and love of others. And sometimes we like to introvert, especially those that are introverted. I understand. And just make sure you don't isolate too much. You want to get that loved ones. And you who do have a true offer of love. Someone has already offered this to you, and you might be having troubles with trust because of that heart guarding right now, because of what you've experienced in the past. I get it. I understand. I know. And that's where this healing is really required, so that you can open up and trust, because the cards are telling you, if you've received that offer, because I do have this tune to many of you, it is a true offer of love. If you haven't received an offer yet, it's coming. So you got to get prepared and get that heart open so you can recognize it. And the universe is telling you, have faith. They got your back. This is meant for you. Just like that harvest card, this is meant for you. It is meant to work out for you. To have faith and hang in there, get that healing. You're on the right path. That's exciting to see for you. Definitely, Gemini. And also this represents Sagittarius, if that plays a role for you in any way. And then you've got the Knave of Cups. So yeah, you're being invited on a new journey here, because we're coming off of this journey that's coming to an end, and you're being invited to a new journey, and it's one of the heart's desires. But you've got to do some healing, and it's a little bit difficult for you to enter that journey because of what you've gone through. So some healing has definitely got to be placed. So that's definitely coming back to that one as well. And then you've got the Moon card here. So just as The Priestess card showed up indicating healing and heeding intuition. This one is going to tell you to heed that intuition. And this card also represents Pisces if that's relative to your particular story. So Gemini, you've been through it, and I'm so sorry, but you were prepared and ready for something new, and it is good for you, and it is awaiting you. But you've got to do a little bit of healing first, guys, and open your heart and trust you can have love. You're intended to. Source wants to experience this through your perspective, a love that is aligned and right for you. It's all yours. Okay, Gemini, that's your reading. Thank you. Okay, Libra. I'm ready to do your reading. Now, Libra, if you did not click on the air element sign timestamp, you're going to want to do that first because your reading will feed into that and give you greater depth in your reading. So click on that first if you haven't already, and then come back here to Libra, and I will see you here. Okay, Libra. Let's see if we get anything more. Okay. All right, Libra. So yeah, Heart Guardian. Yeah. All right, Libra. So you've been played. So I can see why you're struggling with your heart right now, and it hurts. You have been played here, and it has brought you to a state of apathy, and that's getting really low. The only thing lower than apathy is shame. So you're dealing with the apathy. You're definitely closing that heart. We can't feel when that heart is closed like that, and it's understandable. So betrayal bites. You've been played, and it bites. I know, I've been there. It sucks. It doesn't like that. So you're also being called to a spiritual journey, and you're rejecting that with the apathy because you're in so much pain. What is your spiritual journey that you're being called to? To simply go down your thrival path. Go towards that which is alignment and right for you. You can't even begin to think about that because you don't even think it's possible. So you've definitely got a lot of healing to do, to come to the place where you think it's possible that you could have love again. I do believe from this reading, and I've been there, I understand this, your ego is like, love and relationship, F that, I'm not going back there ever again. I know for me, I claimed I would be the cat lady forever by choice, wanted to do that. I'm in a great relationship now. You can get there. Yep, and there was fighting in your relationship in the past, and you walked away, and like I said, I'm done. You've said that. I understand that. But they are showing you just need to get with somebody that's aligned with you, and you can have that. But there definitely needs to be some heart healing to be done first, and you can definitely have that. So we're going to pull you out of the apathy. I would recommend for you, Libra, you possibly need coaching. I had to get coached. You possibly need to get coaching on this one. You might need some help. All right. All right, so let's see what we got for your clarification. King of Cups. Yeah, there it is. This is King of Cups. Okay, that was the Knight of Cups. Okay, so yeah. Gosh. You are really hurting emotionally, guys. I can see that. I'm really sorry. You're really going through it. You're feeling unsupported, uncared for. I'm really sorry, guys. Y'all are going through it. You're going to need to get that support. You need to give your ego some love and care and support. Yeah, you were building a legacy in a family. You've gone through something in your past, and you were trying to build that, and it wasn't meant to be with that one. It just was not meant to be. And so understand that it was not meant to be, and that's why it's come to an end. But bringing all of this to an end for you can bring you to a new beginning, one that is right for you. You definitely just going to have to heal that heart. And you got the Empress here reversed. Yes, you definitely need to give yourself nurturing, loving mother care. So you really do. I highly recommend. I do this, and I teach this to a lot of people. You want to go into meditation, see your ego as a small child, let it tell you how it hurts, why it hurts, everything it's been through, and validate it and tell them, you're absolutely right, that hurt like hell, and it absolutely sucks. Validate it. It has every right to feel the way it feels. It's been through hell, and it needs your love, your care, your support, your hug. That is you loving you. That's where it starts. That's where your healing starts. And then you need to ask for guidance and help from your higher self and surrender to your higher self. Definitely need some help, you guys. I do highly recommend coaching for you guys. You've really been through it. I am sorry. I'm really sorry for that. Hear that for those of you watching this, because you've been pulled here to show you what you need. The energies of the cards are not predicting doom and gloom for you. They are telling you what you've experienced, but they're also telling you you can have, with that Heart Guardian card here, and that's why it's reversed, they are telling you you can have an aligned relationship. You are worthy of an aligned relationship. You just have to heal your heart and get back into your power by opening it. Okay, guys. Sorry, you have my love and light, much love and light to you. And that is your reading, dear Libra. Okay, so now we have Aquarius. Now, Aquarius, if you did not click on your air element sign timestamp, you're going to want to do that now, because your reading will be based upon that and will feed off of that. So it will give you greater depth and understanding for your reading. So do that now if you haven't already, and then meet me back here at the Libra timestamp. All right, Libra, so I'm going to pull up a few cards for you, or we'll come up and then start reading for you. Okay. All right, Libra. Okay. So you have experienced some, or are experiencing some non-symbiotic charity. So somebody's either giving to you and they're resenting it, or they got an ulterior motive going on, or you're giving out charity and they're abusing it. So there's some symbiotic charity and it's affecting your heart. That's playing a role. And since this is a love reading, this is going to be in regards to a romantic partner in some shape, manner, or form. And keep in mind, I have this too many. And of course, with all of that going on, you are feeling unbalanced. And you are being invited to go down a new journey, but you do not feel the love and support of the universe to do so. This could be paradigmal from childhood even. Maybe seeing relationships that you grew up in with guardianships or whoever were your guardians not working. So you just have come to believe in a paradigmal thing that love relationships can't work. Don't buy that. You just want to clear that one out. Do not buy that at all. That is not true. The ego loves to believe in forever and ever complex. What it sees now, forever will be. What is never seen, never will be. Not true. Don't buy into that. All right, so let's get some clarification for you. Let's see if we get a few more. I'm going to start reading. Well, oh, okay. Any more? There we go. Alrighty. Six of Cups. Yeah, so whatever you've experienced in your past, you've experienced something, you feel like you've lost good times, and you're focused on those good memories, but more so on the pain of the loss of that, which will perpetuate painful loss, because what you focus on and think about, what you feel, is what you maintain your vibration and continue to bring into your reality. So you want to let that go. You want to change your focus to good memories that worked for you in some areas and that the memory was good. You've also got the Six of Swords here in reverse. So yeah, again, that focus. There was fighting going on, but you've got your focus on it, which is going to continue to perpetuate that. We definitely got to take a focus. So we need to put the good old law of attraction into action in a positive way for you. Secret Magic, Rhonda Byrne. Highly, highly, highly recommend that. Also, Brain Bliss would be good for you by Dawson Church. Because you've gone through some pain, and he goes through a bit of starting over. So you might be facing some starting over, and that can help you see it as positive. And they are reminding you, you can create that which you desire. Believe me, sources here to fortify 100,000% you experiencing your desires, because you got those desires from source. Let's put those desires within you, because the source wants to experience those desires through your unique perspective. So you have all the support of the universe to do that. And you can definitely create your desires, which leads you to the Ten of Pentacles, which will bring you to your legacy of having your family, your business, and your money, having it all together. So you are being assured success. So just you want to get your thoughts and focus off of the past, of what's not working, of what you've lost, and okay, what's awaiting me, what's new, I can have what I want. Law of attraction, got to put that one in action. Rhonda Byrne's Secret to Magic, I highly, highly recommend that. That can really get you going good. It's 28 days. She gives you practices each day of what to do. It works miracles. Magic, true magic. So that will work for you. So you're not in a too bad of a place here, Aquarius, and you can turn this around and you got positivity assured to you. Okay, guys, and then of course you're going to want to work on opening that heart. And opening your heart pretty much is going to be letting go of some bitterness. You're going to be wanting to let go of some of the bitterness. Okay, there you go, Aquarius. That is your reading. Thank you. Okay, the water signs. Let's see what your theme card is. Your theme card is Great Teacher. Learn from spiritual experience. Okay, so with the Great Teacher, your life circumstances that you've been undergoing were placed there for your spiritual growth and experience. And you are learning from them. So this is a love reading, so whatever situations you've been going through in the romance department is a divine growth, spiritual growth for you. And you can also share this with others. So it very well may be for some of you, I have this too, and many of you, that you are teachers in the spirituality, and your experiences you can use to teach others to help them come in alignment with who they are as well, and to be living in their aligned path. So it'll be interesting to see how these unfold for each horoscope. Okay, so I will meet you at your horoscope. Okay, so we will start with Cancer. All right, Cancer, if you did not click on your water element timestamp, you're going to want to do that now because your reading will be based off of that. It's very short and sweet. So click on the water element and then click back on Cancer, and I will meet you here. Okay. All right, so water. You've been going through some experiences, like I told you with the Great Teacher. And so now you have the Hermit card here in its reverse. So some experiences might have been a little painful for you to the point that you've isolated and you're isolating too much. You do not want to isolate too much because we best heal. So if there's any healing you need to go through the camaraderie of others. So watch for that. And this also represents Virgo. So if that has any clarification, is I have this tuned to many of you. And yep, and you're feeling out of balance. So whatever situation is, you are feeling out of balance with what's going on, but it's okay. You've been learning a spiritual thing. Yep, and you have the universe supporting what you've gone through. It may have not been good. You may not have liked it, but the universe supports what you're going through because this is going to lead to a greater good. Source always wants you to experience the thriving, and you can always have it. But sometimes our egos are a bit stubborn and need to go through lessons to understand it can have its preference instead of the contrast. So you've been going through that. And two, for some of you that are teachers yourself, we take a harder route. We want to go through this hard stuff so that we can help others. So some of you might have been going through that for that reason as well. So you have universe supporting whatever you have been going through for your growth. And you are being called on a new journey of the heart. It's time to start moving down that thrival path. And this is, keep in mind, this is a love reading. So going down that new path of romance. But you have some healing to do first. You definitely do. And step out and see this from a spiritual experience. Because you're feeling a little trapped with the ego right now. And you're getting a little too trapped with the story. So you want to look at a higher perspective. So you want to tune into your guides, your guardian angels, your higher self, whatever your deities are. Jesus, he's an example pictured here with the Great Teacher. Whatever your deities are, or masters, or what have you. Whatever they are, you want to turn to them and ask for guidance and help. And believe me, you will get the guidance because Source does want you to thrive. So do not think you are doomed and gloomed not to thrive. That is not true. All right, so let's clarify for you. Cancer. So let's see if I get a few more cards and I'll start reading. Okay, there we go. Oh, yeah. Oh my. Yes. You got a few. Okay. Okay, so yeah, that isolation. I told you were isolating too much, and you got the four sky showing up here in reverse. Same thing. If you're going to isolate, you need to go in and meditate. But don't isolate too much, but don't resist meditation and connecting. You want to connect with spirituality while you're there, but don't isolate too much. Okay, yeah, Ten of Pentacles. So whatever your storyline is or whatever was happening was not meant to be a material, outwardly relative world success, because what you were on was a learning path for you personally, for your own personal soul growth, and or to teach others as well. Does not mean you can't have that wonderful relative experience. You are being called to that. And this card shows that, but you're going to have some healing to do. But there were things to learn first. And so you'll have success with that. Because there were things to learn first, because your ego may not even be ready for it. So you can't have in your relative world that which your ego is not ready for. So you got to get that ego aligned, and that's what spiritual growth is, getting that ego to align with that higher self. So that's very important. Okay, so yeah, King of Cups. So we've got this one in reverse. So someone could have been like helping you, but in a way it was keeping you out of your power, and they may have stepped out of that role. So since this is a lot of reading, this very well may have been a partner. Love partner. So they've stepped out of that role of helping you in whatever form or fashion that was. It could have been a dependency, a codependency, and just heart matters or what have you. Not feeling alone, because a lot of times the ego will just go with anybody to not feel alone. When we're supposed to be going with someone that aligned, we're supposed to be having a good relationship, not just a relationship, a good, aligned, nurturing, nourishing, loving, romantic relationship. We're supposed to have those, but your ego wasn't ready for that, so we had to go through a learning path. And you have the Knave of Wands here, so yeah, so you're a little bit scared to get burnt, and you weren't prepared initially, and you might be a little scared to get burnt now, and that's why you're over isolating. But the universe is supporting you for that new path. They're letting you know that your legacy can come in, because you can manifest your desires. They're definitely letting you know that, and be successful with the King of Wands here. And you're on that new journey. You just got some emotional healings. Okay, so, and it came in right behind that universal support too. So they support that new journey. And then you got the Seven of Pentacles. So yes, these are seeds of growth. You've been planting, you've been going through the contrast, and from your contrast you learn the preference. So you're planting seeds now that will bring your harvest in. So you can definitely have that aligned romantic partnership that's working for you. Definitely spend time with loved ones who care for you, that are aligned with you to help you heal. They're definitely telling you that. And you were prepared and ready for that new romantic relationship that works for you. That's what you've been doing. If you do all of that, this lines you up and gets you ready. This is what you're here for. So you've been learning for your own soul growth and or to be teachers of others, but it's time now and you're ready for your thriving path. Okay, so Cancer, that is your reading. Thank you. Okay, so now we're going to move on to Scorpio. And Scorpio, if you did not click on your water elemental timestamp, you're going to want to do that first, because your reading will be based off of that. And so you already got one card flipped here. So if you didn't do that, go click on the water elemental sign real quick first. It's really short and sweet. And then meet me back here at Scorpio. I do believe I have more than one card. I do. Okay. Let's see if we get any more for you, Scorpio. And then I'll start reading for you. There we go. Okay, Scorpio. All right, so yes, the great teacher, you have been going down a spiritual path in the romance department for a spiritual growth, and it's either for you, depends on your story of this too many of you, or possibly you're a teacher too for others. So you were definitely heeding a spiritual path. You were supposed to be going down this, and you were definitely heeding it by going through that situation. And this is a successful path for you in your spirituality, in your personal spiritual growth, or in to teach others. Does that mean by going through that, you have to continue that? They want you to let go of the grief of your experience that the ego feels the pain with, because you're not supposed to come out of this with holding on to the egoic painful story. You're supposed to spiritually grow from this and hang on to that and let that lead you and guide you to a romance that will work. It looks like you experienced someone who played you, and I'm very sorry, and that also comes before this card. So when it's back to that, you're going to want to let go of that player. And you may feel like you're in a stalemate probably with that player. So I'm sorry for what you've experienced, but you have the choice to get out of the stalemate by choosing the high road here for you guys. You're going to choose the high road, surrender to your spiritual guidance, surrender, say, okay, my spirit was supposed to learn from this, nurture and love, and take care of your ego, and tell Source, tell your higher self, I'm ready to move on from this egoic experience and take on the spiritual lesson and set free the egoic experience so I can move on to a better experience. You definitely have that freedom to do that. A lot of times we won't ask for the help we need because we think we're not worthy of it or allowed to have it, and you definitely are. Wow, they're talking to you already for your clarification. Okay, so for your clarification, yeah, Nine of Pentacles. You feel like you're unable to join the fruits of your labor in your relative earthly egoic form of world. No, you're not supposed to enjoy that fruit of your labor. The labor that you're supposed to enjoy is the spiritual growth, and it doesn't feel enjoyable when you're first coming out of that. I get that. I totally get that. Seven of Cups. So yeah, your world feels like it's being kind of popped right now. You're like living in a bubble. Oh, that's not what it was all meant to be. And you're probably feeling some confusion with that, and that's understandable. Hopefully this is clarifying for you that this was a spiritual growth for you, and if you were a teacher also to share with others to kind of clarify what was going on and pull you out of some of that. And then you got the Knight of Pentacles, so you also might be feeling like you're lacking in some family support of some type as well, which is playing a role in this. Yeah, and all of your fears and pains really did come into your relative experience. Y'all been through it, guys. I'm really sorry, y'all. My empties, much love and light. And all that you went down through was not on your fate line. Your ego took you down this path. I told you, ego wasn't ready for you to experience your alignment, because ego likes to control things, and that's what you experienced. Ego controlling your world. Ego's insisting, okay, I've got to survive, so it's got to be so, and this is a love reading, so it's got to be so-and-so, or you settle because I'm just not going to be alone. I can't have my perfect person, so I'm just going to take the first one that walks in the door. Ego will really mess things up, and that's not your thrival path, and you didn't come here to do that. Source wants to experience through you the desires that put inside of you through your unique experience. That's why you're supposed to go down your thrival path. So what you've been through is not your thrival path. It was for you to spiritually learn that it's not your thrival path. So now you can see what your true preference is, and you kind of had to experience your contrast because your ego was headstrong. I'm gonna do it this way, damn it. And no, ego, that didn't work. And now that's what you need to show you. Okay, we did it your way, and that did not work. Now let's go down intuitive way. Let's go down what's calling us. It's peaceful, that's joy, that's loving, that feels good, that feels right. Your way didn't work. So let's go this way. That's where you're at. So now you know what to do. Hopefully this helps you. And that is your reading, Scorpio. You got this. Alright, so now we're going to move on to Pisces. And Pisces, if you did not click on your water element timestamp, you're going to want to click on that, because your reading will feed off of that and give you greater depth. It's very short and sweet and to the point. So if you haven't clicked on that, go ahead and do that now and meet me back here with Pisces. Yep, you got one more. I had a feeling. Intuitively, I could feel it. You got more. Okay. Pisces, Oh, Pisces, you've been doing your homework, it looks like. Okay, so you are either experiencing victory and celebration. So the spiritual experience you have been through in your past is leading you. So it's like you've done your homework and you've gone through your lessons. So you're being assured that now you're having victory and celebration. So if you have I've got this tuned in many of you. So if you have a new path of following you, you're being assured of victory and celebration forthcoming. Or if you are on that path now, you're having victory and celebration. This one could work either way. This could either be good or bad. You're either working within your spiritual structures and paths, being this is going back to a spiritual experience, that is working for you. Good paradigms are working for you. Or you are still struggling to learn to bust those restricting paradigms and come into your spiritual freedom. So that could be some of your spiritual growth. So you can have that victory and celebration depending on how this works for your particular story. If you bust out of the restricting paradigms, or if you do work within the paradigms that were good and healthy. Like, let's say you had your parents, for example, were a great loving relationship and they set that good example. That's a paradigm for you, a paradigm will pass that you can lean on that works well for you. Okay, and let's say your parents weren't and they had a horrendous relationship, so your paradigm beliefs or relationships can't work. That's what you're going to want to bust and come out in spiritual freedom. It can work. Whether or not I've experienced it in my past doesn't matter. It can work. So it just depends on your particular story how that works for you. So it looks like you went down a journey that once was not successful for you, and that was some of your growth. But you are now on your happily ever after path. So yes, you definitely have victory and success. Yay for you. So you're further along down your path of the spiritual growth. You're being assured of what you've had in the past was for spiritual growth, and if you're a teacher, to share it with others, and that you can now definitely have your happily ever after with whatever you're on to now. So let's clarify for you now, Pisces. Oh, nice. Okay, there we go. All right, Pisces. So it looks like, I say, that path that you're working on now, you, since this is a love reading, are working with a personality that is in alignment with you and works well with you, and you two can work really well together. That is beautiful to see. Awesome. And you are in your passionate desires. So this, yes, you are on your Hall of Fame. Yeah. I love you. You've been doing your homework. You're doing great. I love to see this. I love to see this. You're in a great place. You're doing awesome. And they're just going to tell you, because for you, since you're doing so well, some of you are like priest or priestess, and that could be what, now let me catch this too, and this also represents Taurus. My bad, I forgot to tell you this. Priest or priestess. Let me catch that too. It's intuitively coming in. This could be because you are that spiritual teacher. So as a priest, you're having victory and celebration to share this, what you've gained and your experience with others, to assist them. Same thing with the priestess. And this is always a reminder too, to heed your intuition, always stick with it. If your intuition should be telling you this is working well, it's right. It's verifying that and confirming that. 5 of Fire, yeah, looks like you probably had some competition back in the past, cutthroat competition that you might have dealt with. That might have led to some of your spiritual growth and experiences. That's slipping out of here. And they're just letting you know, let go of that with the Hanged Man. Just let that go. It just played as a role for you to spiritually grow. Your ego does not need to hold on to the story of it. Let it go. Whoever so-and-so did blah, 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 just let it go. It's not worth your time. Ignore it. The story's done. It's over. It's a closed chapter. Shut the chapter and move on forward in your book. It was for spiritual growth. That was the true role of it. Not for you to sit there and go, but so-and-so did forever. Let that go. That's what ego likes to do. Yes, and then you got the 9 of Swords. So yeah, don't go for what the ego wants to do. And that's what you want to let go. The ego wants to do that. Your ego wants to wallow around. But so-and-so did this and they made my life miserable because they did it, blah, blah, blah. Get the fuck out of the story. Let it go. It's just bringing you down. You're on victory and success now. You can have the partner of your dreams. You can have your alignment. You can have your happily ever after. But if you sit here in ego land, that's going to mire that and ruin that, and don't let it do that. It's all about spiritual growth. Yes. And then the 7 of Swords, 7 of Sky. Yeah, then you got deceived and what have you. You gotta let all of those. They played that role. Let it go. It's not important. Stay focused on your victory and success. Stay focused, my dear priests and priestesses. Stay focused on what you came here to do spiritually, to teach others. Let go of the story. Let go of the story. Grab onto what you spiritually grew and learn and move forward in your life and go for your dreams. You can have them. Source wants to experience it through them. You've been assured that. Okay, Pisces, that is your reading. Thank you. Okay, guys, that was your reading. I appreciate you being here with me. I hope you found these readings helpful and quick and to the point for you. If you're new to my channel, again, welcome. I'm glad to have you here with me. I welcome your subscribers. It would really help and benefit me. Really appreciate that as a way to help me back. And my normal subscribers, welcome. I love you all, and I appreciate your comments and your feedback. Y'all are wonderful. And I really appreciate the likes too. They help me too. It's a great way to help me back. Okay, guys, so I will see you at the beginning of next week with the pick of cards. Until next time, much love and much light.